Sorne and Ms. Maria Anyayahan.
We acknowledge the presence and the heads of the officials of the Dangerous Drugs Board. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Fuentebella, Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, to answer questions on the proposed budget of the Dangerous Drugs Board.
The Chair recognizes Fuentebella. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm honored to defend the budget of the Dangerous Drug Board amounting to 421.37 million pesos, and I'm ready to answer queries from our colleagues, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Senior Deputy Minority Leader Paul Daza.
The Chair recognizes Congressman Paul Daza.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning to my colleagues. Good morning to the officials of the Dangerous Drugs Board. And thank you for their presence. We have no members from the minority who wishes to propound questions, and we thank and commend the sponsor for giving us all the information previously, and therefore I move to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate for the Dangerous Drugs Board.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the majority, we join the minority in the motion to terminate the interpellations on the proposed budget of the Dangerous Drugs Board.
There is a joint motion to terminate the interpellation of the proposed budget of the Dangerous Drugs Board. Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The interpellation of the proposed budget of the Dangerous Drugs Board is hereby terminated. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Congratulations to the Dangerous Drugs Board. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to proceed with the interpellations on the proposed budget of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
There's a motion that we consider the budget of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Is there any objection? There being none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we acknowledge the presence of the heads and officials from the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, namely Yusek Lazo, Asek Dixon, Mr. Wardley Getalia, Ms. Marla Galvan, Mr. Julius Paderes.
We acknowledge the presence and the heads and the officials of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
It's my privilege to sponsor once again for the third straight year the budget of PDEA amounting to 3.828 billion. And I'm ready to answer queries from our colleagues, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the Honorable Paul Daza.
The Chair recognizes Congressman Paul Daza.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for the presence of officials from the PDEA. We are satisfied with the information given to us, and therefore, with no members from the minority who wishes to propound questions, we move to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate for the budget of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the majority, we join the minority in the motion to terminate the interpellations on the proposed budget of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
There's a joint motion to terminate the interpolations of the proposed budget to the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The interpolations on the proposed budget for the PDEA, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, is hereby terminated. Congratulations.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended.